Hello guys. Now before the installation we need to check if our system is ready to install SQL or not. And we have two types of checks. The first one is when you launch your interface for the SQL installation. You will have an option to check the settings of the device. And the second one through the installation process itself. So we need to go through both of them to see how we are going to fix the kind of warnings or errors that we might have. Let us start. My ISO image already is attached to this device, which is SQL 2019A. It's joined to the domain as we know. So just double click on D drive now. And once the interface is on screen, as you see on the default planning, you have here links to access online and you can read further information about the installation process. But what we are interested with is this one, the system configuration checker. This one is going to check 8 options in your device. Show details, and as you see everything is passed, including setup administrator. If you click on passed, it tells you the account running SQL Server setup has administrator rights or privilege on this computer, otherwise you won't be able to install it. This one passed. Restart computer, this system doesn't need a restart, so this one also is passed. Then we have WMI is running, Windows management instrumentation. Also, this one's for the registry. SQL Server keys are constant and can support SQL Server installation or upgrade. Then long path, we don't have such thing. The SQL Server installation media is not too long, so the system can follow with the path. SQL Server product incompatibility, we don't have such issue. Everything is fine. Computer domain controller, so this computer is not a domain controller. That's fine. And finally, the 64-bit is supported on this system. SQL Server setup is supported on this operating system platform. So this is the first check that you need to go with to make sure you will be able to install the SQL Server. Everything is fine in here. Unless everything is passed, you won't be able to continue. For me now, for the check is being passed, I know I need to access now to installation. In installation, our goal at this stage is to install a new SQL Server standalone installation or add features on existing installation. We don't have existing one. This is the first one. So this is what I want to do. Install SQL Server Management tools. It will allow you to install the management tools on another device, and then you will use that device to access to multiple instances or engines of SQL Server on different servers. We have server data tools. This one is relating to SQL Server data tools, SSDT. Provide Visual Studio integration, including project system support for Microsoft Azure SQL database. This is once we approach the cloud or to deploy our own application to work with SQL database, then this is our preferred choice. In case we have cluster, we want to install SQL Server using failover clustering. Then from here we can deploy new SQL Server failover cluster installation. Currently is great. I cannot pick it because there is no failover cluster in my network. The system can detect it automatically. If you want to do that, you need to check the courses of MCSA 2019, especially the storage one, which is course 5 in MCSA 2019 series. In there we had learned how to do failover clustering, and we learned it for both file server and also for Hyper-V. So you can review it in there, and then the experience which you will gain from these courses, you can apply it with the experience which you will gain from this course. You can combine it together and install SQL on failover clustering. Upgrade from previous version of SQL Server, we don't have this option. And finally, we have a new machine learning. And again, currently, this is out of the scope of this course, but this is also an option for it. Why do we scan all these options? Just to know exactly what is the power and what is the future of SQL and how we can use it. So either you will use it just a standalone installation, or you use it with failover clustering. These are the two main techniques. This is what is related to Windows, because also we can install now SQL Server, as you know, on Linux. You remember when we download this operating system or this package, we had options. One of the options is to install it on Linux, and finally you can use it as a container and Docker. You can install it on a cloud. So these are the options for SQL, in addition to some additional features relating to server management tools, relating to server data tools, and relating finally to the installation for a machine learning server. Okay, now if I want to start with the first one, which is a new SQL Server standalone installation, you will see it's not going to be preferred to continue immediately the installation, because through the settings of a standalone installation, when the system is going to make an advanced check for some of the options, again I will get some warnings. So I need to fix them before continue with the installation, and this is what we need to check in the next video. Thanks for watching.